following show features stupid opinions and ideas from two idiot brothers who probably did little research and practiced zero due diligence on the topic at hand. The developers' opinions do not reflect the views of their employer, guests, sponsors, families, neighbors, or pets. If you do not like what they are saying and don't agree with their views or opinions, don't watch the show. We can promise we do not care. Welcome to the worst show on the internet.
Seriously, Dylan, I don't think I'm taking your comment down.
Just keep it up the entire show.
The entire night. I can't believe I tuned into this episode.
I knew that was gonna come from the second I saw you guys post that to the page.
Oh.
I knew I was waiting on it. I think it was like 2 or 3 minutes after you posted it, and I'm surprised it even lasted that long before you
Dylan
jumped
Schmidt.
on it.
It's funny. He is the owner of Iron Fit Crew, one of our sponsors. I haven't gone out and worked out there because I've been cardioing up, but I'm gonna go soon.
Dylan, I didn't realize where Kenny was from, and he looked so familiar, could not remember, and then he's like, "Oh, I played at Highland with Dylan all the time,
Dylan's
on like
stacked teams
on the super team," and I was like, "Oh yeah, we never could beat you guys. I always had to cover you or one of the brothers,
The Jackie Bag brothers.
brothers, and they would just dominate."
Well, he's freaking. Look how tall he is.
Yeah.
Stand up. Look at how tall this kid is.
Yeah.
So we're tall, right?
Yeah, go ahead. Luke's
Look
6'1".
Look, I mean, he's taller than me.
You can't see it. You can't see it. You need the angle. But
I guess that's a bad example
That
when
was
you
a
can't see
bad-
us on the camera.
Yeah, that's okay.
it's
So-
all good. But yeah, would dominate us in basketball. That's what I remembered him from. But
Yeah, well, we get all frustrated. And the problem was every time we played against him and those, it wasn't the Jackie Backs or anybody who beat us. It's freaking Dylan because he hit every 3 point. I covered Dylan and he hit every shot he hit.
the thing
And
that's
he's laughing.
most frustrating about Dylan too is like you could leave him open on a three and he won't necessarily hit it. But it's when he has 4 hands in his face and it's like a game winner and he just
Yeah,
drains it. It's
I
like
hate it.
what
But
in
nobody.
the
But
world?
you look at him like we always joke about it. Like he's like, you look at me and you don't think I'm gonna be able to shoot the ball. And
Right.
then by then he's
Yeah.
like
He wasn't
30,
always-
and he's like, all right.
He couldn't
someone
always
cut him.
shoot like that.
No, and he wasn't always chubbier like he is now. At one point he was super skinny in like 2013, 2014 when we were playing in when we were at the LCAA.
Highland Volleyball. Rest in peace.
R.I.P. Highland.
So, all right,
Friggin'
let's talk about what
Free
we're talking-
Highland.
So
Not,
who-
Free
not free
Highland.
Mo. Free Highland.
Free Highland. So, who are you? Where are you from?
So
Talk to us.
I'm Kenny. I work
Closer. Go closer.
Closer.
There you
I didn't know how close. I didn't want to swallow the mic. Like, no. Well,
Okay,
it is what it is. But I'm Ken. I work at the Trumbull County Board of Developmental Disabilities. I grew up here. Went to a couple different high
You
schools.
said Gerard.
Gerard my freshman and sophomore year, and then McDonald my junior and senior year. So I grew up in the Valley.
Yeah.
So I work for the Trumbull County Board of Developmental Disabilities, and I help individuals with a developmental disability. It's in the title. Find jobs like you and I would work, entry level stuff. So
Before we do that, let's backtrack a little bit. So we're gonna talk about you first, then we'll
Okay,
get into that.
that's fine.
So did you go to college?
yeah,
Where'd
I
you go to
went YSU.
You
I
went to YSU?
graduated with sociology and psychology degrees, which is surprising. I'm surprised I got one, let alone two. So
So you got 2 degrees.
Yeah.
That's good. That's an
Yeah.
accomplishment. What did you graduate with? You were business.
I was business marketing.
And that's public relations.
Yeah. What was your GPA?
It was like a 2.1.
That's
No,
I was like
2.3.
I was like a 3.5.
Yeah, but I drank way more than you did.
no, I don't see. I live by the code of drinking only on the weekends so that I could actually get a degree.
No, I drank Thursdays,
Every day.
Friday, Saturday.
well, you got
never
the
to
degree.
class.
That's all that matters.
That's all that matters. I'm doing good. Look at me.
Yeah.
Look at me. I'm on a podcast.
Running the worst podcast in Youngstown.
Worst podcast
The
in
worst
Movie.
podcast
20
on the internet.
exactly
On
with
the internet.
20 people watching. If that isn't success, I don't know
It's
what
19 now. It's 19. We lost somebody.
Yeah, exactly.
Somebody was like, "Oh,
that was my mom. Like, oh god, I hate these two guys. It's our mom.
I have to claim them.
All right, so you go off, and then what'd you get right out of college? What'd you do?
So I actually worked for a provider in Youngstown, a private provider. Everybody knows it as Purple Cat. So
Oh,
I
okay.
worked for them. Yeah, I did.
What's that? I don't know what that is.
It's like the big residential provider in the area. So they do like the program, like day programming. So some individuals with developmental.
Oh, so you went
disabilities-
right into that right out of college. then?
Yeah. So
'Cause you're not that old. How old are you?
26.
Okay, so you've
So
been doing, but
I
that's good.
I worked doing in-home stuff. I helped, direct care, take care of some of the individuals, and then I worked in their training department and kind of did new hiring orientation
awesome.
and stuff. So yeah, I ended up getting into that, and then I ended up going into the county board side, so the public employment side of it, not the private sector. So I kind of switched, same field,
Right.
just different entity of it.
And the Trumbull County Board of
Developmental Disabilities.
Yeah, right. Okay,
yeah.
so that is a government agency.
Yeah, it's a county board.
So it's a county board.
Yeah, tax dollars fund it. It's for the people of Trumbull County.
Okay,
but Trumbull County, but we're also my division, if you want to call it my department, also has a license, so we can help individuals with developmental disabilities find work in Mahoney County. We actually have a certificate from the state to work in both counties.
So you can work in both counties.
Yeah,
and this is obviously for disabled people.
Yeah.
And do they come to you? How does it work? Like, how does it work? Because you hear about these programs, and I don't, you know what I mean? You never hear about like the guts of it.
So the general gist of it is you have to be DODD eligible, so Department of Developmental Disabilities.
Okay.
So you have to have a diagnosis through a physician and be enrolled. Most of our folks get some sort of supplemental income, Social Security, this, that, and the other disability, a lot of those different things. And you have to have, the clinical diagnosis from a physician, the whole 9 yards.
Okay.
And you come in and, some people have what they call as a service and support administrator, SSA for short, which is a case manager.
Okay.
Long-term, shorten it up, case manager.
Yeah.
And they kind of refer, they may say, I want to work, I want to do this, that, and the other. And it kind of starts with that as the individual saying, I want to work. And they're talking to their case manager. And then from there, you kind of get referrals going through the proper channels of all of that through the state.
So
they link them up. You guys link them up with a job, an
Yeah.
entry level position at any company. It could be anything or what?
Anything. So they come to us and we get the referral from an agency that's out of Columbus, but they're based out of Columbus, just like everything else is in the government, but they have local offices. So they have a Youngstown office, and they'll send us referrals, and it's a process. So they start out with, we could start with as young as kids transitioning out of high school. So when you are diagnosed with a developmental disability, you can go to high school all the way up until you're 22.
Mm-hmm.
So right around 14, 15, they call that transitioning. So they start prepping them for what they're going to do once they graduate, post-graduation.
Right.
So the program's going on right now. It's called Summer Youth. So there's a lot of individuals. It's a 2-week program for these individuals, and they go to different sites. We have a site, the Niles Big Lots. There's GFS has been a host, Creekside Gardens out in Warren. The individuals go there and they work to kind of prep. And 1 year they may go to Creekside Gardens and learn how to do landscaping. The next year they may go to Big Lots and learn how to stock shelves, the whole 9 yards that you would think of someone being at Big Lots as an entry level job. And it helps prep them and kind of figure out, what skills do I need to fine tune? How far am I away from being quote unquote competitive employment? And what their general area is. Another big one that they've done is food prep, like, dishwashing, helping prep food, just all of that.
That's like our friends at Turning Point.
Yes.
Down the road.
Yeah.
Turning Point down the road.
Yeah,
you heard of them?
Provider.
Oh, they're So is that
they're making the food, making the sweets?
What was that kid's name? Remember him? He was awesome.
He was wearing metal shirts.
He was wearing the Pink Floyd outfit. And he was, I forget his name. Oh, he was awesome. Yeah. He was on our food podcast with us.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Turning Point is a provider.
They can do. So there's private providers where those individuals, they'll go to like the day programs. They have no interest in getting competitive employment. They go to workshops to make sure that they stay up on their life skills and social skills and different things. So there's providers like that. We're in the sector at the county board where I help them find competitive employment. So to backtrack a little bit, before I was at Trumbull County, you
keep saying, hold on, really, you keep saying, Aaron. Yeah. That was it. Thank you, Holly. Aaron. You say competitive employment.
So it's considered, it's not like I walk into, I don't know, we'll just use you guys as an example. Hey, I got a guy that wants to do data entry, and you're like, perfect, we'll let him work for us, but he's a volunteer. No, like they're competitive, like they want,
as in they're getting paid. It's a paid job. It's a position. That makes sense.
Yep. So, but a lot of them, like we do have the rare instance where someone is like, I don't want my benefits. Like I want to be working 40 hours and go through it. But there's a lot of them that are just like, I want to explore it. I want to do 20 to 25 hours. I feel that's where I can do my best work.
Right.
So that's kind of the threshold is these individuals are looking for part-time, about 20, 25 hours, and some bump it up and go all the way to 35 or 40 hours. It just depends on their personal preference, just like anybody else.
Yeah. My question would be, if you worked, even in their situation, if you worked the 40 hours and you're collecting Social Security, do you Like, can you work too many hours? Can you make too
Yeah,
much
so
money
that's
and
a
still
thing.
collect
That's
Social
why a
Security?
lot
Oh,
of them,
good,
like,
good.
kinda like
That's a little
retirement.
loan officer question.
Yeah,
there.
it
That's a
is.
good
So
question.
Yeah.
It's so a lot of them, without getting into too much detail, it's they have to we make sure that nothing gets messed up or they're not digging into pots, because it's just like anybody else that would be.
Yeah, like a retired employee.
Yeah,
is the way
it's-
if
yeah,
they're
so,
collecting
like-
You can only work 20 hours or else
Yeah.
you lose your Social Security.
Yeah.
benefits,
So we try to keep it to
Huh.
make sure that their life and their quality of life doesn't get affected. We
Yeah.
wanted
Right.
to make sure it's the highest quality of life that they can get. And that's kind of every county board's mission, not just Trumbull. That's the universal thing, is we want to make sure, as each county board, to make sure all the individuals are living their best life as they can. Everybody jokes, oh, living my best life. Well,
yeah.
it's still, with everything going on, it still seems that, yes, there's a lot of spotlight coming around that I've heard and I've seen about the individuals, but it still seems like they're still kind of swept under the rug, and it's kind of an afterthought. I've popped into a few businesses and said, like, hey, like, this is what I'm doing. I'm trying to help and build partnerships and connections and relationships with businesses to help individuals with DDs find work. And they're like, oh, I didn't even know that
I don't
they
think
were
there's
interested
a lot
in
of
work.
I don't think there's a lot of knowledge about this, to be honest.
No,
with you, right?
honestly, it's intimidating. Like, I would.
As a business owner,
Yeah,
Or-
it's like you don't know what you're getting.
Right.
You know what I
And-
mean?
do you?
And it's hard to-
because you're going to have different levels.
Right.
Of a
So
of
if
a
I have
disability,
someone,
right?
yeah. So typically, they're very high functioning. They're very cognizant. They do have a developmental disability, but they know what's going on,
Okay.
and they know what they're supposed to be doing. And the fine piece to it all that I always joke with business owners, and it kind of gives them that peace of mind. Is I say, hiring our individuals to stock shelves or work as a car lot attendant, sweeping up the car lots and stuff. Is that they have a job coach. So the county board has job coaches that'll come in and and talk to the service manager or area manager or just the supervisor and be like, hey, what do you expect from them? What to kind of meet the job description so that they can make sure that they succeed. So we have a job coach that is with them for probably the first 2 to 3 weeks of their shift.
Yeah.
So they have support through the whole thing. And not only that, but once the job coach fades away and the individual's doing the job on their own, if there's an issue that the business owner sees, I always say I'm a point of contact. We'll come back out and correct the issue.
Yeah.
Or if we know right away within the first week that it's not going to work, like, hey, this isn't the right placement. Maybe another business area would be better.
Right.
We take care of all that. So it's not like I'm just, going to be like, hey, I have this opportunity for you, and drop them and throw them to the wolves and say, all right, good luck. And they never see us again.
Yeah.
It's support start to finish and even after.
That's a
And then
that's a great
you don't want
opportunity.
the employer to. So if something were to happen,
Yeah.
the employer could reach out to you and say, hey, I no longer want this
Yeah.
employee here. And
Yeah,
then it's-
pretty much. I mean, and my thing
Ugh.
is they
that's
always
a tough one.
Ugh.
That's hard to
It
not
is,
look
and,
bad.
and again, that's
a really
on
hard
us.
one.
And
Yeah.
I always say and I always tell the employer, let's not let it get there. Like, if there's an issue, whether it's they're showing up late to work or
Yeah.
Right.
they're not dressing appropriately, like, let me know and we can take care of it. Like, sometimes they just may not, it may be an afterthought to them,
Yeah.
and they just may not think twice about it, and
Yeah.
we can take care of that. It's just maybe it's just one reminder after that, or a couple of times, it's just reminding them, and the issue's fixed. You don't always have to jump the gun just because they have a developmental disability they made one mistake and
Yeah.
you want to
Yeah.
fire
yeah.
them. You see people how many times that joke that
Yeah.
I do this, that, and the other at my job, and I don't know how I still have my job.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so-
Isaac does that a lot.
Yeah. Well,
all the time.
Isaac and O'Keel
Right,
are
and
just
and
constantly
that's the
want,
other
I
thing that-
constantly want to fire them. It's impossible.
well, it's like same last name. You're kind of
Yeah, exactly.
It lead for a lot
This
of
ship goes
awkward-
down. We're all going down
Yeah,
together. I
it
keep
leads
saying
some
that.
awkward family events.
Yeah.
But the other thing that I say to it, the whole thing too, is my title is called a job developer, but I don't. And it kind of sounds corny. I call it a career developer in the sense of these individuals take so much pride in working because they've been deemed, or they've heard their whole life, like, hey, you're not going to be able to do this, or you
Right.
can't do this, you can't do that.
Yeah.
For them, they take so much pride. Like I did this job in Medina for about 10 months.
Yeah.
And the guy that mentored me and got my feet wet into this world and the job development world, and I still talk to him often. Like, he placed countless individuals. I mean, he's been doing it for 20 some years in Medina, and there's still these same individuals that are at the spot that the original spot he placed them at.
Wow.
Like, these individuals don't call off. Like, they want to work. They
Yeah.
want to be considered what we call, I guess, normal and typical. They
Yeah.
want to be
Yeah.
just like everybody else, you and I working
Yeah.
and working, and they
Yeah.
take pride in that. Like, they want to do the best job they can. And, some people may say, I feel like I'm above being a stock boy at I don't
Yeah.
know, Sparkle or whatever. For them, like, no, like they take pride in it. Like if you're going to tell them they're not doing it right, they want to know why they're not doing it right and figure it out and do it. Yeah. Like
awesome.
I think it's a great opportunity. And I think just from knowing, like, I think with Youngstown, there's so many small businesses. Like small business, I feel like is the backbone of Youngstown.
Oh, 100%.
And there's so many businesses out there that it's hard for me to hit them all and hard for me to track them all down and kind of figure out where I need to be.
Dude, you need to be using the internet. My man.
I know, Facebook's a big one. I made a post for it and different things like that. But like, I think it's a great opportunity for Youngstown. I'm all about like creating what I guess I want to call like a pipeline. Like if I can get a business with like 3 or 4 individuals that are thriving, I want that to be on the news. Like I want 21 WFM Dare, 27 WKBN, like to get this feel good story because I mean, this is a passion of mine. This is a field I love. And like any spotlight I can bring to it, you know, it's good PR for those individuals, for the developmental disability community. And it's a good PR for the business. Like you're getting on TV showing that not only are you putting out a good product and you're sustaining business, but you're giving equal opportunity to everybody.
Yeah.
So, all right, let's look at some comments real fast and then we'll get into some of the business stuff. All right, so great program for people who can do the jobs. Aaron, we're gonna go see Aaron again, Isaac.
Yeah.
I want meatballs. Hey, oh, by the way, speaking about meatballs, the reason she wants meatballs, I said anybody who likes, and you have to follow, so you click the 3 buttons on our Facebook page and then hit follow. Isaac's gonna drop off meatballs next week for them.
Where am I getting meatballs?
Isaac, you're dropping off meatballs.
Like, okay.
Oh wait, I know where you can get meatballs at the Lowville Festival.
They have meatballs at the Lowville Festival?
Dude, it's Lowville.
It is Lowville. It's like meatballs on a stick.
Isaac and I will be going live from the Lowville Festival on Thursday at 8:30. We're going to stay for the baby doll dance, so we'll be live there. So come see us.
Janet,
say hi. Janet,
I just retired from Mahoning County DD after 30
years. That's
beautiful.
A run. Good job.
I'm 26. She worked there for 30 years. So.
Yeah, 4 years before you.
Yeah.
Wow.
Not near enough businesses employ them.
Yeah, we're gonna. I want to touch on that in a second with the businesses. So fulfilling the individuals, giving back to the community. Yeah, exactly. Not enough businesses are doing this.
Some of them are the best workers you will find, and absolutely.
I mean, a lot of them, like if you tell them to run through a wall, they're going to try. Now, I mean, and because if they think that's their job, like they want to do the best job that they can.
Yeah,
like,
that's amazing.
They take pride in everything.
Like you said, the thing that hits home the most to me is something about being told you're not good enough.
Oh, it's
any
brutal.
Being told you're not good enough and wanting to prove that point that you're better than somebody who thought you weren't enough.
Yeah. Oh, I couldn't imagine.
You know what I mean? So it's
like to not get off topic, but like to think about where they're at now, like individuals live in residential homes, like duplexes, apartments, houses, like they could be neighbors.
Like group homes?
Yeah. And they could be neighbors with any one of us. But if you go back to, let's go in the 90s, there was institutions all through Ohio.
Yeah.
And they were just dropped off. They were told, like, just take them to this facility, and they were deplorable conditions, like sleeping on a floor, no clothes. I mean, no life skills.
Wow,
yeah. And I mean, and then to go with it, like we know all, like we have the right to be treated fairly, like to be, you know, treated like a human being. And because of all that's happening, they have a Bill of Rights for individuals with developmental disabilities saying what they're.
I did not know that.
So if you Google Ohio Bill of Rights for individuals with DD, it'll give you, it's like a 15, I think, bullet list. And it's things that we get every day, like the ability to vote, the ability to choose what I want to eat, what I want to drink, what I want to wear, what I want to do today. Things that we do and take for granted, they have to have a Bill of Rights.
Look at this. This is almost disgusting that somebody had to make
They had to make this.
Yeah. Okay. Number one, you have the right to be treated with respect. You have a right to a clean, safe place to live.
Mm-hmm.
You have a right to be a place to be alone. You have the right to have food that is good for you. What the heck? You have the right to go to church, synagogue, mosque, if you want to. So somebody had to write these because this wasn't happening. Yeah.
They were just dropped in institutions and
forgotten about. In those institutions, you would see the right to good food. Like you would they might not even know any better. Just give them garbage or like whatever,
they would be like, there was a documentary.
You have the right to earn money and pay your bills.
Yeah, there was a thing like a documentary. I forget his name. It was the reporter from the 70s, Geraldo Rivera or something, I think.
Yeah.
And they showed like it was in New York, for example, and they were feeding them like old food with like maggots in it and stuff. Yeah. Like that's
That's terrible.
Yeah. So they had to make a Bill of Rights.
It's almost
Listen, you have the right to decide if you want to take part in a study or experiment if someone asked you to.
That was a big thing in institutions.
Because they'd be experimenting on.
Yeah. Oh my
Holy
God.
crap.
That's horrible.
But I will say this,
and
like,
terrifying.
if you look at the study and look at the national rankings, Ohio has actually, and I can vouch for it. I've been in Ohio is, I think, top 5 in the country.
Yeah.
For care of developmentally disabled.
Great. Ohio.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I will give them credit for all the stuff they've maintained their funding for the DD individuals.
Jumping around again, sorry. Back to benefits for employers. Any kind of like, what other benefits do they get? Any kind of like monetary benefit?
I know there's tax breaks to it. Like, I'm not a tax law expert, but I know there is some sort of, like, I know the big thing is the EEO, equal opportunity employer, and everything like that. And I know there's a tax break. I don't know that law. That's something they would have to check with their accountant.
I was assuming there was.
Yeah,
but I didn't know. I'm just trying to think.
I never want to lead with that, I guess. Like, I don't want you to it's
hard to ask.
Hey, like, hire this person, you get a tax break. Like, I lead with, like, you get great support out of them. Like, an example I have is, like, when we were in Medina, we got a kid. He was doing janitorial work at a car dealership, and they said, like, we talked to the general manager about after 90 days, 3 months, and he said that the employee morale has never been better. Like, with the salespeople and stuff, they love having him around because they'll come in and he just jokes around with them, has a good time. Someone's having a bad day. Like, I've never had a bad day at work interacting with the individuals because they always put a smile on your face. Whether you don't get something off the wall that they're going to say that's funny, like, put you in a better mood, like, just they have a good time. They bring that sense of, I don't know, like, you want to put it like that triumphant attitude. Like, I've been told I can't do this my whole life, so I'm going to show you that I can do it. And
that's awesome.
Tell you to kick rocks after I do it. And I'm going to keep breaking through the barriers.
I like it. So as far as businesses go, so if we were a business, right, and you're going, you said you're going around, right?
Yeah. I mean, I'm popping in. I'm doing mainly Trumbull County right now, trying to get my foot in the door there so people know who I am, what I'm trying to do, and the mission I'm trying to get across. I haven't made it to Mahoning County.
Okay, that's okay. No, that's okay. And then you walk in and you're going to say, give us your, like what, I guess, sell, like, if there's businesses watching, because I'm sure they're going to watch later.
Yeah.
Sell the program. Sell, you know what I'm saying?
So elevator pitch.
Yeah. 30 seconds. Go.
So I just tell them, like, my name's Ken Greaver. I'm a job developer at the Trumbull County Board of Disabilities, which means I help individuals with developmental disabilities find work. On my caseload, I have a few different individuals. And, if you guys have anything open that matches this skill set, whether it be, I don't know, we're walking into a grocery store, stock boy.
Right.
I have this young man that has had stock work experience before. He's looking to get back in the workforce. I'd be more than happy to, if you want a resume, we have them. We take them through resume writing, mock interviews, so they can come in and interview if you want them. I'll be here with them. I'll guide them through the whole process with you as they go through it. If you decide to move forward and hire them, we provide job coaching, which means they have a job coach with them as they learn their job description to make sure that they're working out. If for some reason they don't work out, we'll take care of it. We'll let them know, like, hey, this isn't the best fit for you. Let's go look at place X, Y, and Z.
Yeah. Interesting.
But like I say, I always tell them, like I referenced it before, like, I think our individuals have a way better chance of working out at entry-level jobs than anybody else because of that support with a job coach, because of that determination to say, no, I can work. I can prove everybody wrong.
Do you get pushback from the business owners?
Not typically.
Okay.
No, not directly, like, no, I don't hire people with developmental disabilities.
I guess it's I'll call you. I'll call you. Don't call me.
Like, I've played. I kind of take the hint if an individual's or a business is kind of worried about it. I'll play phone tag with them a few times.
Yeah, right.
Or they'll just be like, I don't know what we have for them that would suit their needs, even though, again, it's entry level stuff. Like,
right.
And you can always go back to how's your hiring practices been, especially now. Like, you can drive down. I mean, I drive down 46 and you see now hiring signs everywhere.
Yeah. Everywhere,
so, that doesn't, I mean, it makes my job kind of nice. Cause I'm like, hey, like,
give it a shot. Right. Yeah. I mean, what the heck?
I have individuals that I know that what I placed before in Medina, like, they can work in factories.
Yeah.
Where, it's simple, repetitive tasks. Like repetitiveness is key. Like, stocking shelves, like, they can't go and be like they thrive best in repetitive tasks.
Right.
Like, hey, this is what you're doing. Like, we don't, and it just falls into the nature of the beast. Like, chaos and unpredictability isn't always the best for success. That's why like stock boy, like landscaping stuff where they know like day in day out, hey, like
this is what I got to do.
Yeah.
Job tasks. I mean, that makes
like,
sense.
let me do it. Like, I'll do it as best as I can. I'm going to do it. And if you need me to do something different on this specific day, I can do it, but you can't change the job up. I mean, that's like us. You wouldn't want to go on one day like, hey, you're doing mortgage lending today, and tomorrow, by the way, you got to go sell this house, and then tomorrow go sell a car. I mean, nobody wants that change, and why would they?
Yeah.
Again, that goes back to the Bill of Rights.
So what kind of jobs? What kind of jobs or companies? I mean, are good? Just again, so janitorial. You said that, right?
Like custodial, stock boy,
schools.
Yeah,
I'm going to name some. So the schools always looking, always looking for janitors.
They can do it.
They can
absolutely
totally do it. Yeah. Janitorial staff.
They would just pay. I mean, it doesn't mess up their benefits. They would just take part of that check and it would go into what is it? STRS is the teachers.
Yep.
Yeah.
What else?
Janitorial, stock boy. I mean, I've had individuals do, what do you want to call them? Like car lot attendants, where they take care of the car lot, sweep it up. They've helped detail cars, like just the basic stuff. They kind of just utility, kind of just help out where you seem fit. The coolest job I ever got for somebody in Medina, referencing it back, we can get creative. Like, so we were driving down the road and there was a farm, but it was advertised as a bee farm. And this guy had a developmental disability, but no like physical or cognitive. Yeah. And they needed someone to help build beehives that you would put on farms. Yeah. Wow. And he's doing that. Job. Yeah. He's doing that. Like, I mean, I've helped I love what I do because I get to see the coolest stuff.
I could tell. I mean, you could tell. Yeah, you like absolutely. What you do. You could tell you're passionate about it, which is awesome.
And then the other cool one. Did you ever see like in the store, like grandma's potato salad and all that stuff? Yeah. They're in Medina. It's It's called Sandridge is the corporation, and they're in Medina. We got numerous people hired there working like peeling potatoes, like stuff that like anyone else is like, I don't want to do this. Like, I'm above this. Like these individuals, if you tell them to peel 1,000 potatoes in 4 or 5 hours of their shift, they're going to peel the 1,000 potatoes. Yeah. Like there's nothing they can't do. We've had individuals bag popcorn.
Yeah. Restaurant jobs.
Yeah. Dishwashing. You could some individuals have culinary skills to like, I would say not at a dinner rush. I don't want anything to get chaotic, but like before the restaurant opens, if you're like, hey, peel potatoes, prep, chop onions. Like if they have the nice skills, why can't they do it? Yeah. Like my feeling is why not give them a shot? What's the worst that happens is you figure it out 48 hours after, or there's 2 shifts. Like, hey, this might not be the best position in the kitchen, but at food prep, but we need an extra dishwasher for 15 hours.
When you're ready to come to Mahoning County, you let us know. And I will give you contacts to everybody we've ever talked to that owns a business. Yeah. I mean, seriously.
Yeah. Because we know to it now.
We know Holly says there are people in Mahoning County that do this also. There are many adults with disabilities in the Tri-County area that could work for companies at varying degrees.
Yeah. Like, because we have, Bagger grocers. Because over the last 2 years now, 2.5, whatever long we've done this, we have 2.5 contacts. Business owners, you know what I mean? Schools, everybody.
But so like my prime example that I reference is it's that Sparkle. I think it's on drawing like Western Reserve Run out there. Yeah. They did that story on, I think it was WFMJ or WKBM, one of the news stations. Yep. He was there for like 20 years. He just celebrated his 20 year. Like the individuals, once they get in and you give them a little bit of support, it may not be your traditional, like, hey, drop them in and be like, all right, go figure it out. They may need a little bit more support in the beginning, but like, that's the example. Like they're going to be there 20 years. They're not going to call off like
Rulies. I mean, I could go Magic Tree,
and it's almost.
I could go all day on the people we could. I mean, crazy.
Another thing too is it's almost hard to say, but they're not gonna be the type of employee that like wants to move up. That wouldn't necessarily be not promoted, but like move to a higher position. So they would kind of be staying there.
Yeah. A lot of them have the desire of, I want a job. I want to do the job. And that's what I want to do. Like I learned how to bag groceries. I learned how to stock. Yeah. Like that's exactly what I want to do. And I love my job.
So you could have that person stay in that position
for as long as you're open.
For as long as
as long as the business as long as the business is open or until that person decides to retire.
Yeah.
Yeah, Holly says, yeah, exactly. This is No Limits Cafe. Your food at the No Limits with adults with disabilities, and they had to do it. Oh, that was amazing. Remember that?
Where's that at?
So
Is that still
that's
open?
the turning point. So
okay,
I think that's.
I didn't know that was a thing. I actually want to go grab lunch there one day.
Oh, it's amazing.
Sweet.
Oh,
Yeah,
so
head
it's
right
right down. Yeah, head down
Okay.
the main road into
Yeah, yeah.
Struthers, and it's on the left. It's a big, huge, giant building.
Old building that they
If you wanted to check out, we had a lunch there with 3 guys eating lunch. It's another podcast we do sometimes. And we went in there and we were talking with Aaron, and we had a lot of fun.
Like,
and the food was like good.
That's another. I didn't know that was there, but
yeah, you should. Go
I have
talk to them
bias
for
because
sure.
I used to work for people can notice Purple Cat. They have a cafeteria, like a lunch like that, ran by individuals with DDs. It's at the old Southside Hospital.
Yeah. Yep.
Oak Hill. Yeah. It's Frank Gallagher's lunch bucket. I ate there a couple times when I was working for the company and out and about.
Go seriously. Go check that out.
I'm all about it.
Tell us when you come down. We'll go to lunch.
We had lunch right around Easter, so they had all kinds of Easter cookies, sugar cookies, and all stuff made by them. And
those are the wraps and stuff. It was good.
Aaron made us the soup, and we
had the soup.
Yeah, it was like broccoli cheddar.
Yeah, it was really good.
Baked potato soup. And like all homemade stuff that they
wait. I don't mean to cut you off, but I gotta see what this is about. What Linda said. Let's see what this is.
Can we just not? I'm trying to get over this.
Linda had a hissy fit after mentally disabled people moved in his neighborhood.
I deleted. I might still have the video. We're not watching that video again.
That's fine.
So what happened was we have a city council guy.
Not necessarily. I would not consider him our friend. He's the guy.
Is this the? I won't get into this because I don't want to.
This is the guy.
Is this the ongoing saga currently that I see?
Yes. He flipped off my 11-year-old and Isaac during a float.
I saw it wasn't your 11-year-old, Luke.
But this is the same guy.
It was at me, but the 11-year-old.
So again, for those of you watching, we have a Poland Village councilman. I'll say his name, Sam Moffey, flipped off
me
during a float. While my 11-year-old was
while
there,
we were in a parade
for Celebrate Poland, which was insane because he doesn't like us because he disagrees with us as we were causing problems for the village. And then we did some digging, and in 1819 or whatever that was,
2018, 2019,
he there was a group home went in, into Poland, into Poland Village, and then another group home was trying to go in, and he was trying to pass a law that said group homes, again, Sam Moffey, you can check the video, it's on WFMJ, wanted to make a law that you couldn't put group homes within 500 feet of each other in Poland.
Is there one currently?
Oh, yeah.
Where?
I don't know where they're at, but they're here.
I didn't.
What do you think of that? Yeah, so
I'm not getting into this.
Exactly. So Sam Moffey, tell your friends in Poland Village, we want him out. He's runs in 3.5 years.
3.5 years.
Dude, I got all.
You guys
the
are
time
starting
in the
the
world.
campaign.
I'm starting the content.
I'm not going to dive into that because, again, I like what I do. I'm not getting into this and get myself in trouble. Like,
probably best you stay away from it.
Probably best.
Yeah, right. But I'm just saying, like that popped out to me. Like,
I
didn't know that.
So there you go. So luckily it didn't pass.
Yeah.
It did happen too, by the way, that those group homes were going to be closer to his house too. So that's what she's making that comment about. So, anyways, moving on.
Yeah, I'm not diving into that.
Yeah,
I was just.
You stay out of that mess. Let us deal with that. We'll go into that slop. So glad this gentleman is in his position. Clearly loves exactly.
Yeah.
Molly, 100%. Wow, that's so okay. So what does a business have to do? Do they sign up? Or
you don't have to sign up at all. It's just
hire them.
Yeah, get in contact with me, and I may not have someone that fits the exact role you have open right now, but who's to say I don't get that referral 48 hours after we talk, 72 hours after we talk, and they're like, and I'm like, light bulb, there it is, perfect match. Like, they can start.
We like I said, we can't hire anybody because we don't even work ourselves here half the time.
No, and mortgage rates are a little high right now.
Part-time work as mortgage lending officers.
Seriously, part-time workers right there. We might be going to him and say, "Hey, can you see if you can get us a job?"
Yeah,
give you a resume.
While you're in there, just mention us.
Just mention us.
I know these couple guys that run a podcast that want work.
Super lazy.
Yeah, super lazy. They are kind of jerks.
They have a really bad attitude. So
I mean, it's just like active contact. Like I'd love, like, my thing is the only way I'm going to know, like, I don't ever want to put it on an employer and burn a bridge. Like, if it not be a good fit. So I'm all about like going and touring businesses, talking to the owners or managers. Like, I love to go tour businesses and see what you're offering, because there may be something that you're struggling to fill, or that I may come up with an idea like, hey, like, I think I have this person. You may not have anything open, but they're great at this. I don't know if you could create anything for part-time to help alleviate some stress somewhere else.
Right.
Yeah. The only thing, like we said before, the only thing that's intimidating me is like if I was an employer, and I wanted to hire someone in this situation, and then you wanted to like it didn't work out, and then you don't want to be pinned as like an awful company because you had to fire them, and then you fired someone with this disability.
You're not though. Like like my thing is the thing that I've learned. I started in this field.
Have you run into that? I mean, have you run into that?
It's okay. It happens. I mean,
yeah.
I mean, I've been in this field since I was 18, and I've been on the county board side for the past couple of years. But like the thing that I've learned and that they've taught me, like the individuals have taught me, is that they want to be like everybody else.
That makes sense.
They want to be treated like everybody else. Like, don't coddle me. Like,
if a normal person treat would get fired, I want to be fired.
Yeah. Like, why should, like, you know what I mean? Like, I always say, like, go ahead, give them the extra chance, just like you would anybody else. It may take a longer to get their feet wet because of the learning curve. Like, that's understandable. That comes with the territory. But if it doesn't work, like, they're adults.
Yeah.
We'll come, like, I have no issue coming out and being a point of contact to maintain a relationship with a business and be like, hey, like, I'll talk to Johnny, Billy, and be like, hey, like, I know you've been trying, but like, this may not be the right spot. Mm-hmm. Like, it's nothing to do with the business. It's just, it's not working. And you know what? That's okay. There's been other, I'll tell them there's a million other people that lose jobs every day for not working or not showing up. That's not your case. Right. But it just didn't work, and we're just going to go find something else. Yeah, we're going to go find something else that works for you.
You know what it is, though, too, Isaac? Because I don't think, like, we've have a cousin that has a disability.
Yeah.
We've met a ton of people, you know what I mean, with disabilities.
Yeah.
What's the little girl's name? I keep forgetting her name. Julie Payne's.
Yeah.
Julie Payne's daughter.
Oh my god.
She hugs me. She literally was holding my hand and walking around with me the other day.
What is her name? Julie's gonna be so mad.
She's gonna be so.
But
mad
like, to go back with that, you talking with those individuals, it's like talking to anybody else. Like, it's you're joking, having a good time with them. The conversation may be different than you and I are having, but it's a conversation and it's an adult conversation.
Yeah.
So I always tell employers, why can't they have an adult job?
But I guess my point was, before I totally lost track, I cannot believe it. Emma,
yes.
The problem is, sorry, thanks. The problem is, I don't think the people who are going to be like this with this, they just don't know. It's like, you know what I mean? They're not familiar
and those are the
with
people
it. And
I ask,
right,
interview them.
Yeah,
get to meet them. Right,
yeah,
meet them, because there's still that stereotype, if that's what we want to call it.
Yeah, right. 100%. Yeah,
of like, of what you think of, they just need to be institutionalized and that's just their life.
Right.
Like, my thing is interview them 10-15 minutes out of your day that you would have been spent just probably sitting in your office twiddling your thumbs or doing whatever. 10 minutes is what I ask. 10 minutes of what I ask. And if it doesn't work, they might not be a good candidate, but you see what I'm bringing you. I'm not bringing somebody that's incapable of doing what you're asking. Because
people are afraid of things that they're unfamiliar with.
They
don't understand, and they're not.
Like, Kenny, this is why you're perfect for this job, because I feel like you're so interested in it, and you'd be so good at explaining it to somebody that I think he's good for this job. Yeah.
I mean, I like it. I've never woke up and like, oh man, I gotta go.
Elevator pitch, you're hired.
Did you just hire Kenny?
Yeah, he's hired.
Congratulations, Kenny.
Successful.
Yeah, thanks. But like, that's my thing is it all goes back to I call it the untapped potential of the workforce.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of people that are coming through looking for work. Like,
do you have a problem placing people now? Like, do you have less job? Like, do you have people that can't get jobs, or
no? You can find jobs pretty quick right now.
Okay, good. You don't have like a line
to pick from.
Yeah,
right.
So
everybody's hiring.
Everybody's hiring, and that's where it comes into. I'm not just going to drop somebody in just to drop them in. Like, I want to make sure like it's a good cultural fit.
Right.
And another good, area that I've kind of been touching on is we have a lot of guys. I have a couple guys that are super interested in being outdoors and doing stuff. And landscaping's hard because a lot of them don't have license, so they can't meet at job sites.
Right.
But golf courses are a great one.
Drop them off, cut some grass,
help put mulch down on mulch beds, flower beds. That's a great one. I had a lot of success with that in Medina. Golf courses loved it out there because they're like, we'll get them in 4 or 5 hours a day. They'll help us mulch beds, pull flowers, and then they get winters off because you can't obviously go to Ohio because we get buried by snow, but they get that mini vacation in the winter, and then they can get hired right back in and keep going.
Nurseries, watering plants.
Yeah. That's
Nurseries.
another one.
That'd
Yeah.
be a great one.
Yep.
Nurseries.
Oh yeah.
I
I mean,
interesting
there's
too if you could get some kind of like, I don't know, like a local community like funded through donation where they help like elderly with yard work and they couldn't necessarily.
That's a good
do yard
idea.
Work at their own house.
So see, that's where it gets tricky because they have to be employed by a company. That's the catch to this. That's
you
where
would
the
have to have
competitive
somebody who
employment.
would- yeah.
That's where the competitive. That's why I say competitive employment. It can't
Yeah.
be through like a community donation. Like
It has to make sense. It
Yeah.
has to be
Yeah.
competitive.
that's why I
Right.
use the word competitive employment
Yeah.
because
Right.
anybody can get that. Technically, like then you're singling them out and saying like, you and I couldn't go do that because we don't have a. You know what I mean?
you don't have a disability, or
Right.
something.
So
Yes.
That's the thing with competitive employment. You want them to be working at
Oh, that
Walmart,
makes
Kohl's.
Yeah, so
where
it
any-
doesn't have that specific label. On
Right.
it.
They're
It's
not.
just
They're
like
not
everybody else.
pigeonholed into that.
Yeah.
Doing that.
Man, interesting.
This is good stuff. This
Yeah.
is very good
I
stuff.
am being educated.
See, and I didn't, like I said, I didn't Google anything.
No,
I did absolutely no research whatsoever.
as we normally do.
And it
Winging
makes it
it.
better.
But yeah, like that's the thing is like I've noticed like I mean I've lived here my whole life like just going through the community like there's some but I feel like for all the help wanted signs like I think why not take a chance?
Yeah.
I
There you
mean,
go.
That's my
Yeah.
thing is give them a chance. I mean people take chances on crazier things all the time.
Yeah.
Do you know who Holly is? Holly. You gotta get Holly.
Did we meet you when we came and got food?
I think
Holly?
we did.
I think we did.
I kind of remember.
I
that
mean
name.
her the comment once you get to meet them
Yeah.
and know them you get to see their abilities. Yeah. I mean
Yeah.
the individuals aren't defined by the disability. Yeah, it's just a learning curve. That's all it is. It may take them what takes us an hour to learn. It may
Yeah.
take them a couple hours.
Right.
But once they get it down, they get it down.
That's
So
awesome.
I mean, I don't why confine them to this box and people have like that stereotype and they have this image in their head like
And I think it's the stereotypes that
Yeah.
are gonna slow people down. I really
but
do.
to show you like the wide variety of
Yeah.
like the ranges of jobs we got in Medina, I worked with a guy he wanted to do hands-on physical like blue collar labor.
Yeah.
We had this company out in Medina and the industrial parkway that they had out there. They precasted concrete walls for houses like they just dropped the housing in like
Wow,
the
that's
concrete
sweet.
walls and he
Yeah.
laid the rebarb and helped smooth out the concrete for the walls. They taught him. They had it all. He had a job coach and he started with laying rebar and worked his way up to smoothing out the concrete for
Yeah.
walls for houses because he
Wow.
was doing that good of a job.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So like my point is like anything you can think of, there's a good chance that they can do
yeah.
and they can succeed at. It's just a little more support at the
Yeah.
beginning and a little
Learning
more.
curve,
Yeah.
like you said.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
Yeah, Isaac, totally. Sorry, Holly, we don't remember anything. I sent you the info about No Limits. I remember her now. Yes. So she's the one that told us to go there. I totally remember that now. Sorry, Holly. We're terrible.
Yeah,
Well, in your defense, you probably can't remember what you did at noon today.
Dude,
so,
exactly.
it's bad. It's
Yeah.
bad.
yeah. So I mean, that's what it is. I mean, I believe in the cause. Like, I mean,
Awesome.
It's what I do. It's what I plan on doing till
I can tell
I
he's
retire.
very,
Yeah.
very,
Yeah.
very passionate about
And
it.
you're, like I said, you're the one I would want to. If I ever had questions about something like this, you're the one I would want to talk to because
I'm
I don't know,
open.
you're good at making it interesting.
I'm good at talking to people. Like I don't have an issue. Like that's
Yeah.
why I like what I do. I can walk in and I get to see all the cool businesses that are in the valley. Like
I-
that's my goal. Like I want to see all the cool businesses in the valley. Doesn't
So-
matter what it is.
So if I was to get you contacts, do you want? I'll
Yeah.
message Joe
yeah.
over contacts.
Or if I mean anybody that's watching this, if they want my contact, that might be easier. If
Yeah,
I
go ahead.
through you,
Yeah.
pass my contact along.
Hold on,
I'd love it.
I'll type it in here. So, all right, let's do this real fast. So, okay, Kenny Greaver. You want to put your phone number out there?
Absolutely not.
Uh,
No, absolutely not.
All right.
I
so-
will give you guys a card with my office phone number.
What's your office
and-
phone number?
Yeah, I will. I don't have that memorized. I'll give you a card and we
Okay.
can. I don't have that memorized.
Come on, you don't
I
want to
just
put
got
your.
an. I,
you
listen,
don't wanna put
I've been here
your
like
cell phone out
I
there?
started the new job
see,
3
you
weeks
had
ago.
the job.
Ugh.
Now,
I've
Kenny,
been there. Listen,
listen.
I've
Listen,
been there. I've been
listen.
there. I'm going on
You
a
need to
month.
get
I
yourself
just got
a
an
sales job where you're willing to sell your soul. I have my phone number everywhere.
Yeah, you got to get your cell phone in there, dude.
All right, you know what? Go ahead.
Kenny.
That's fine.
No, seriously. We had our cell phones in our car.
Okay.
What's gonna happen?
Oh, you can look at the MLO Bros. I think my phone number's on there somewhere. I say my phone number at like the end of every single
330. Anybody want to text us? Right, text me right now. 330-651-7081. Go ahead, text me. Somebody
All
text
right,
me.
well, hey, go ahead.
330-921-651-7081's mine.
Let's play which MLO Bro do you like more? Text
No,
Luke,
text me.
text Luke or Isaac.
Luke.
Isaac's is
A live poll.
330-921.
8978. I'll say it again. 330-921.
Isaac, whoever gets the most text. Oh my God, they put it on Twitch. What is that one? Twitch. I just put my cell phone number on
330-921-8978. 330-921. No, that's not it. No, that's Luke's phone number. 330-921-8978. 8978. If you would like to say that I'm your favorite.
Did I get any text yet?
See, we probably won't even get text here.
All right, I'll go ahead and throw it out there. We'll see where it lands.
I didn't get a text yet. Hold on.
I'm waiting for everybody. I know you like me more, guys. I know you guys like me a lot. I have friends.
Okay. Hold on.
I'll leave you guys a stack of cards, and if anybody asks, give them out.
I'm doing it. You won't do it.
All right, 330.
Dude, does anybody have Dylan's phone number?
314.
I think I do. Hold on, I'll get it.
8210.
I'm not putting Dylan's phone number.
Yes, we are.
He's a sponsor.
Oh, yes. If anybody would like to get into the Iron Fit crew,
Yeah, I got his number right here.
phone number for Dylan.
Put it out there.
Here,
On
go ahead.
blast.
You can read it.
It's 330-774.
SCHMIDT.
330-774-5749. And don't be like, hey, the MLO bros sent me. Just say, hey, Dylan, I heard you're the person I'm supposed to text for a good time.
That's payback for him starting it on the comments this morning.
Just say
Of the post. That's a nice little
I
payback.
heard you're the person I'm supposed to contact.
And I know he's not
for a
watching
good
right now.
time.
He probably said, why am I tuning into this? And clicked out right after I sent it.
Dylan just texted me, said, I like Luke more. He didn't call me chubby.
I said he's chubby.
He's not.
I also
chubby,
we say
Dylan.
chubby or do we go with fluffy?
I said
He's
chubby, but I said he used to be in great shape.
Dude lifts up like freaking couches
I know,
and cars.
Obviously, the business that he's in isn't about aesthetics. It's about
And he can lift
lifting
up a
heavy
freaking
stuff.
Volvo.
Which I
mean,
always joke with him about. Like, if someone needs like their car pulled out of a ditch, like in the winter, you might want to
Just
call him. He
call
might come
Dylan.
pull it out.
Yeah, just get
He'll
one
just,
hand.
Yeah, he'll just tie a rope to the car and start walking.
Yeah,
and
I
he'll
mean,
pull it right out.
seriously,
Yeah, there you
Dylan.
go.
Yeah, you're not built to freaking look like a supermodel. You're built to lift heavy things. And screw you, Dylan, for texting him.
Okay. Yeah, Dylan, you're good. Don't worry about it.
But
okay. So, let's wrap this baby up. So, again, it's with the Trumbull County Board of Developmental Disabilities.
I can service Trumbull and Mahoning County. I can do both.
And you're looking for businesses?
Yeah, business contacts. I can kind of get into the nitty gritty of it with them.
Yeah,
like I did with you tonight.
Awesome.
I just love to sit down with them, kind of see what they have going on, what their business model is, and what they're doing, and kind of go from there and see if I could help fill an employee gap.
I'll get your phone number. I'll text you some of the contacts. I'll give away cell phones. I don't freaking care.
Yeah,
like for business owners, like Rudy. I'm thinking. I mean, we got a ton of people.
Yeah, we have so many people.
And then I hope Dylan's not mad at us. We put a cell phone out there.
I'm sure it's not that big. Not that many people are going to watch this. Let's be honest.
This will be the one episode where like a bunch of people watch, and
Dude,
like he's just gonna get random text messages.
Just right now, some random spammer in like India is like, "Oh yes, I'm going to keep calling this guy." Hey,
I heard you're who I'm supposed to reach out to for a good time.
Thank God Apple has like that block number feature because
Dylan said, "I don't care." I figured he did.
Nah,
Dylan doesn't care because he'll just throw those people like couches and Volvos, like
Volvos. Like
Volvos
why
lift
Volvos of all things?
I don't know. It's just like it's not a. It seems like a car you could lift
A
up.
Fiat?
Right?
It's a hefty,
like a Fiat.
No, not a Volvo's a thick car. It's a heavy car.
A Volvo is
Especially like the semi trucks. Volvos are always heavier.
really
Working in the trucking industry, they're always heavier.
Volvo. Hold on.
Is Volvo?
Oh, I guess that does look heavy.
Is
Okay, never
Volvo
mind.
a
He's not
heavy
lifting
car?
that up. Sorry, Devin. You're gonna have to gain some more weight, Dylan, if you want to lift that. Okay. So, anyways, look at this. Thanks for watching, Holly. Thanks for being active in it. Again, if you're watching this, please make sure to like and follow us. This will replay over and over and over, and you can watch it on YouTube and all the other stuff. Facebook, you'll be able to share it. Please share this if you're watching it. Love to get the word out for Kenny and his friends. And Isaac.
Also, down below, if you could, there's still 13 people watching. We have 6 likes right now. If you could give us, smash the like button to get us a couple more likes in there. Also, if you're watching this in the future, give us a like as well. That we appreciate that. Also, MLO Bros stands for Mortgage Loan Originator Brothers. We are loan officers, so if you need a home loan, refinance, whatever, we can definitely help you out. Also,
please call us because we don't have any loans.
Yeah, call us. Our cell phone numbers.
Part-time lighting officers currently.
We're going golfing tomorrow morning because we're so slow.
Also, our sponsor of the month is still Troy Poles. So from Baltic to Boardwalk, he covers the board. Call Troy at 330-423-5442. Also, Valley Insurance is our other sponsor. Call them for any of your home or auto insurance needs. Other than that,
so next week.
NMLS number 1949316
562-548. Next week we are going to go on the 12th. We have this is going to be a good one. We have Chris Anderson, who is running for the head of the Democratic Party in.
I hate politics.
I know you do, which makes it so much fun. Because here's the thing: these politicians, they drive me crazy.
Are you even going to show up for that?
I'm showing up.
Oh, we're going to ask him all kinds of ridiculous because, like, this guy's campaigning. It drives me crazy. He's literally the whole time like, not what he's going to do.
Yeah.
It's what the Republican Party's doing. And you know what I mean? It's like, dude, talk about what you're going to do.
How about his buddy Tim Ryan, who he's in love with? How about Tim Ryan doing a complete 180? Like,
he's like, sounds like Trump.
Trump does all he wants to do is focus on America, and then he says like, we need to save America from China. I'm like, what in the world is going on, dude? What take a side?
I'm gonna go ahead and stay out of this one, just like I stayed out of what was
politicians are so annoying.
They really are
doing, dude?
Yeah,
I'm gonna stay out of this, like I stayed out of the council
Yeah.
person thing earlier. Like
don't
I'm
dive
not
into this one, buddy.
No, I'm gonna stay out of all that because I enjoy my job and I'm not.
That's good call. Good call.
I'm gonna stay out of politics.
Yeah, this has nothing to do with him. This has everything to do with us. Tim Ryan, if you're watching.
I just got roped into it somehow. Well, I didn't get roped into it, but you guys start talking
about
it.
And then, okay, so July 14th, this is going to be fun.
Yeah, we were supposed to have on Al Catrona, but I have yet to call him and tell him we kind of.
Dude, you better talk.
We accidentally double booked him. We accidentally double booked him.
We are screwing over state senator or state representative Al Catrona for the Lowville Festival.
Exactly. You're welcome, firework lady. The dancing doll.
Yeah, so we're literally screwing over a state rep.
You guys just don't care, do you?
No, I don't care.
Well, fine. I don't even know what that thing's called either. I've been to the Lowville Festival.
The baby doll?
Yeah, is that
it's a baby doll dance.
Okay. I've seen it. I go for the food and gain about 30 pounds.
Well, we're going to go Thursday at 8:30. We're going to go live. They're setting us at the table. The president of Mount Carmel called me and asked us to go down.
I still don't believe there's an actual person in that baby doll.
There is. We'll see if we can find him. Let's find the person that's in the baby doll while we go down there. Yeah. Brian, our camera guy, will be joining us live from down there so he can carry our camera around when we go walk around and cause trouble.
I think it's like multiple hours where they like just get ready and like strap fireworks to them. Is that like?
That's a great question.
Like they have to have like a fireproof suit on underneath in case something goes wrong, right? Like you would think like
I don't. Yeah, dude, we're talking about Lowville. I doubt it.
Like shooting off the sides. What if it accidentally just blows your arms off? Like, has anyone ever thought of that?
I was just gonna go like it caught the suit on fire and like take it off. And you just went like limbs are off. Like,
oh my god! I just got hit by a hand. There's an arm on me. There's so much.
I don't know if it's the baby doll arm or the actual arm.
So maybe that should be our research while we're down. Let's go to Lowville on Thursday.
We find the baby doll and we give like an inside tour of the suit.
I want
to see you in the suit.
Expose
if they'll let you,
dude.
I'm a big boy. I'm sure it's a tiny.
The problem is like your arms will be like sticking out because you're so tall and long. And
the people of Lowville are generally tinier people.
The small Italians.
Now
they all smoke cigarettes everywhere, and they're all tiny.
They're eating spaghetti.
We have gone. I have gone to Lowville. So it's like it's just Goodfellas in Lowville.
It is good.
Catholics, good Catholics.
Catholics eating spaghetti, smoking cigarettes. Oh my god, we're insulting an entire town.
You guys. So today you've made a state rep double booked.
Yep, we're kicking.
You're continuing the saga with Poland, and then you just offended
the only person that should feel insulted is Al Catrona because we pushed him back for Lowville.
Joe Cole. Wait, here it is. What is this? Joe Kohler, you could. Joe Cole, maybe you could help them with the baby doll dance too. Okay, so we're gonna go down there Thursday. You know what? That's gonna be our theme. Discover and find out the ins and outs of the baby doll on Thursday.
Holly Miller said, "My neighbors do it."
So there you go. We need to talk to your neighbor. We'll be down there Thursday next week at 8:30. Find the table. We'll be there. We'll have our banner. We need info on the baby doll. So.
And like it's just such a Youngstown thing that like we should make a Netflix documentary about it.
The baby doll.
The baby doll.
I mean, Netflix would probably fund you. I feel like they fund everything. But
that's such a specifically
baby doll.
different thing. Yeah.
The baby doll.
The baby doll.
The baby doll. All right. Well, we'll see everybody on Tuesday next week with Chris Anderson. And thanks again, man.
Yeah,
This
thanks for having me.
This has been fun. It's a fast hour.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Fast hour. So
thank you guys again for having me on.
yeah, and we'll get you those contacts. That'll be good. So all right, everybody. See you guys all later. Thanks for watching. Bye.